Currently on 49.5. Let's see if I give this a cheeky refresh. Will we be? There is no one in front of you. I'm currently being scanned. Scanned. Okay, let's see. Does it just automatically? Okay, let's see. Yeah, 50% done on June 14th. Hell yeah. Hello and welcome back to another check-in video. This is the second check-in video for the year, the first one being in March if you want to check that one out, and then come back here. So it's midway through the year. I wanted to go over my goals through the year. I've also had to record this video a third time. So apologies if I skip over things. Both of the recordings of the first two had something wrong with them. It's been a while, I'm slightly rusty. So let's go, and third time's the charm, right? Here's hoping. So it is the 15th of June, which is pretty much, you know, slap bang in the middle of the year. I'm going to check in on both of my goals, which is the Platinum Grandslam and the reach 10,000 trophies by the end of the year. So let's do a quick summary of the first half of the year from January to March. By the end of March, I ended with 168 platinums, and I was 25% of my way to 10,000 trophies. And at that point, I'd only done one of my Grand Slams. Okay, so that was my PS2 one. Now I have done 3 of my Grand Slams, and I have 174 platinums, and I can announce I'm 50% of the way to my goal of 10,000 trophies. I know, I can't quite believe it. I had to really pull it out. So first half of the year started pretty strong in the first quarter. I did dip in May when I went to the US, which was kind of expected. That's why I was front loading the beginning of the year with so many games to try and get my numbers up so that the dip wouldn't be too detrimental. It was a harder hit than I thought it was going to be. So now in June, I'm really going to try and make up the slack for, not really earning as many trophies. And I've really got to get back on the Grand Slams because I've done 4 out of 9 and it's halfway through the year. So I've still got to do 5, and 2 of the games that I want to play are potentially quite big games, so I might have to slim that down. So let's have a look at the month. Let's recap together. Okay, let's start with platinums. So I started the year with 6. I have earned 6 more in that time. So the last one was Brothers. I did get my Metal Gear Solid Platinum for my PS1 Grand Slam. Pretty pleased with that, 13.22% rare. Then I went something simple for PSP, which was Super Stardust. Then I just wanted to play Last of Us Part 2 again. Helldivers, couldn't have missed out on that. And then I went to my VR Platinum for the original VR with the Playroom VR. And then I got Cuphead, which might be my favourite Platinum of the year, the Cuphead Platinum. So that's another 6. Been kind of doing 2 Platinums per month. Not sure if we're going to be able to keep that pace up, but we shall see. So out of the Grand Slams, as mentioned, we got Metal Gear. Oops, that's a lot of highlight. Metal Gear, Super Stardust Portable, and Master of VR, which is the VR Playroom. I am halfway through Severed, so technically I'm basically done. Like, if we look over here at my Severed stuff, you'll see 17 out of 25 trophies. It's really just clean up. Like, this is like explore all the areas, get every secret, do this, and then just beat the final boss. So I'm not too concerned. Like, I still think I'm on track here. So that is good to go. We will look at the end of the video on what I'm going to plan to do for the next part of my Grand Slam video. So let's look at the goal for 10,000, I guess. So here on True Trophies, I like to use the little tracking stuff. What was also really good about the beginning of the year was I did manage to get my longest streak ever with 93 days with 343 trophies. And unfortunately that did come to an end on literally the first day I went to the US. So this was the day I flew out, the 13th. I tried on the 14th. As soon as it got to Monday, I couldn't keep it up because of the time zones, because the account, even though I did earn a trophy on the 15th of April, my time, the time had already ticked over for my Europe account, if that makes sense. So this is tracking it in Europe time. So I would have had to have earned trophies every day before 4 p.m. to be able to keep the streak going in my European time zone. But that just wasn't possible, especially on a weekday when I would wake up and go straight to work. And the only time I could play games was really in the evening. So alas, it came to an end for good reasons, for a holiday. It wasn't that I just forgot one day. So that really helped front load the beginning portion of the year. If we go to the goals section here, we can see that I have made it just to 50% of the way through my goal. So 50.6%, currently on 9,508 trophies. I now don't have to earn 3 trophies every day, although technically I still do. It's kind of like 2.5 per day. And I have 199 days left. That's crazy when you break the year down to that. That's still, wait, 365 divided by 2. It's a number. I suppose it's 170 something. I've just made that totally up. I don't know how to maths. So we're in the ballpark of halfway. I think it's still possible to get things going. I'm going to go here and look at the period summaries so we can take a look at what's been going down. So last video was in March, where I got a whopping 110 trophies that whole month. Pretty good. Like I said, I wanted to get as many trophies as possible to start the year to get me on good track. So quite a few games here. Some of the things I've been trying to do is play DLC to get the numbers up. So I did do separate ways, although I didn't get 100% of separate ways because I failed the S rank, which was annoying. Outer Worlds, and also trying to play some smaller games as well when I can. Like if I have a weekend, it's like I should play something that's going to be small, like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, or a dancing game like I did here. Another trick I'm going to rely on is these Jackbox games. Each Jackbox has 20 trophies, but no platinum. So I did Jackbox 3 in this quarter. Maybe I'll do 1 per quarter. That'll get me at least just under 100. That'll be like 80 trophies if I did 4. But that's that's not too shabby. Many of them aren't too hard, with 1 or 2 that require a grind. There is one Jackbox to avoid. It's pack number 8, as that has something that's super hard to get. It requires like actual people to help you, whereas a lot of them you can solo. So that was pretty good in the month of March. April still kept the pace up with 94 trophies, even though, look, you can see here, even though I was away, I did try and earn trophies every day. It just didn't happen, and then I think once I broke the streak, I was like, oh man, I can't, this is falling apart a little bit. So that was April, and then May is when you're going to see I took a real dip with only 47 trophies. But here was when I was on holiday in LA this first week, so there was no way I was going to play the PlayStation. Like, I'm not going to be that person that brings their Vita on holiday and like, sorry everyone, I've got to earn some trophies today. And also there's not even that many Vita games to play to earn. I mean, I do have that Lego game, but I don't know, I've kind of given up with Lego Marvel Avengers. It's like blur. But yeah, very much peaks and troughs here. So the goal is June, I've got to get on it. I've got to pull my socks up. And I have been. My socks are up high with 51 trophies. Had a little bit of gaps here, but then here I was like, okay, it's really time. So what I've been doing is, even though I've not really been playing that many games, it's like Cat Quest, got that done. It's a short one. I might be saving the platinum of that. I haven't got the platinum yet, but I am platinum ready. I'm going to save that for my 2 trophies in 1 minute challenge, which I'm doing because I've set myself another goal. And that's going to be in August, so that's just a little over a month and a half's time. I'll be able to pop that. So this might happen. I might have a couple of trophies that are ready to be popped, but I don't actually do them because I might be saving them for that goal. And it's just got incredibly dark here because for some reason the sun just keeps going in and out. Persona 3, another game that I was like, I've always wanted to kind of play, even though I haven't played Persona 3 Reload. I'm staying away from RPGs just because RPGs are super long and don't really get you that many trophies for the amount of time. But I do love the Persona games and I will play this next year. But I thought the dancing game, that's fine to play. And it gives you 42 trophies. 42 trophies for 10 to 12 hours. I want all of that. I'm gobbling up them trophies. That is happening. Those are coming to me. And then Fallout Shelter, I thought this could be a good one to play in the background because even though it's got quite a high grind, the game is playing even when you're not playing it. So like all that time I'm not really putting into it, although I think I'm already at like 34 hours in the game. But it's a nice, easy, quick game to just jump in the morning and just be like, okay, I need to spend about 30 minutes just sorting out my shelter, and then I wake up and do that, go to work, come back from work and do another 30 minutes. It doesn't feel as like hard to jump in and play this as saying like coming home and being like, oh my God, I've got to play Elden Ring tonight. Like that feels like a quite, intensive thing to do. Whereas this is, this is cooking. The trophies are cooking while I'm not playing. It feels like I'm making use of time. If I could get some more time games, that could be quite good. Even though I play this way more than I thought I'd play, I do get slightly addicted. So that's the plan for June, really, is to get trophies, try and juggle some time in there. I have like no plans this month. which I kind of have done by design because I had very plan heavy month last month. So I'm like trying to take a step back, focus on games, editing, YouTube stuff. So I'm hoping that's going to weigh in my favor. As you know, the summer months, it's kind of hard to sit indoors and play games sometimes because it's sunny, you want to go out and see your friends. So yeah, I'm going to see how, I might just have to be a bit more on it. So hopefully, I feel like it's, you know, it's going all right so far, June. That's perhaps. The real question is, have I set myself too many goals? Can I make it? Like if I had to pick the Platinum Grand Slam or the 10,000 trophies, I don't think I can decide between the two because 10,000 can only be done this year. Like it's not going to be as impressive. I'm like, oh, I want to get 10,000 trophies by the end of next year. And I start the year with 300 to go. Like this is the one. This was like, can I get 1,000 trophies in 1 year? I don't know, I quite like challenging myself, I guess. So I do want to do that. And of course, I do really want to do the Grand Slam because it's the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. Whilst I did do the Grand Slam last year, this one feels special. Plus, I said I'd commit to making videos. So we'll see. But I do want to try and do them both. So I'm going to, if I have to pull up all-nighters, like, you know how people used to like cram at night for exams and they would go to the library and sit there with their Red Bulls and just like work all night? I never did that. That was never me. But this might have to be me for this goal. Like this is when I pull out the overnight cramming at the library, except I won't be at the library. So we'll see if in the next check-in I'm like frazzled and being like, right, I'm going to have to like stay up all night to just play Cat Quest 2 and Cat Quest 3 or some other game or all the Jackboxes. I'm just like, no, just doing them all. We'll figure it out, I guess. So plan for the coming future. Where shall we begin? I suppose if we go with the Grand Slams, I know, let's go back to True Trophies and sort out my to-do list. So if we go here, True Trophies has this very nice to-do list functionality, which I don't have here. Why have I got this backlog 2022? What's in here? Oh, well, I did this. I'm close to doing this, I guess. Well, there we go. How lovely. I managed to tick off something for another to-do list from many years ago. I think what I need to do is actually go to here. Now, because I recorded this before, my old to-dos, there are none because I did have the Astrobot one there and it was like, congrats. And I did have the PSP Super Stardust Portable and it was like, congrats. But now it is empty. But it's time to fill it up with brand new games for the rest of the Grand Slam. So first things first, I would like to play, well, do I like to play it? VR2, we have to start committing because I know VR is fine, but I'm going to have some big games, big commitments. Call of the Mountain for VR2, add that to the list. I want to get this one. I mean, I guess I could pick easier games. Like the slight worrying thing about this is it is 12 to 15 hours, so I'm going to have to really be on it when I'm in the US and not slack. And hopefully it'll be okay. But I want to get this platinum, not because I'm a massive Horizon fan. I want to do it because I helped QA test some of this game over the pandemic. So I feel like it would be cool to play the game and get the platinum and see how it progressed from when I tried it all those years ago. So that I want to do. Oh, the other game I want to do for my PS5, even though I can't add it, is I want to do the new Astrobot game as my PS5 platinum. We don't obviously have a list here, but we can look at the I love this little series thing. I want all of the Astro Platinums, and that's also, so I have, I don't have the Playroom though. Does that even have a platinum? No. So we're binning that. But I've got the platinum for that, I've got the platinum for that, I've got the platinum for that. So I do want whatever the platinum for this is. It probably won't be that difficult, I hope. I think that's a nice, doable, fun game and really encapsulates the spirit of PlayStation, you know, celebratory. So that's got to be happening on the Grand Slam. I'll probably be playing that day one. So that's going to go in there. Now it's time for the tough ones because these two I've kind of been putting off because they're quite big games. And I don't know if I'm going to make it. But I'm going to put it here because it'd be good for posterity to look back. I really, really, really want to play Red Dead Redemption again. I think it's this one, right? Let's add it to the to-do list. Add to do. It's going to be long. This is the issue. This is a big game to commit to. But I really like the idea to go back and play it again. Like, sure, I could play an easier PS3 game. This one just feels like it's one of my favorite games on PS3. So I'm committing to it for now. But I've really got to start playing it this month, to be honest. Like, and that'll have to be a slow burn throughout the year because even though there's no multiplayer in this list anymore, they did still put in Undead Nightmare. So you have to play that on top of it. So We'll see. But I do want to be the Legend of the West again. Once again, I shall ride as the Legend of the West. And then, is it finally going to happen? God of War Ragnarok on PS4. Although I will be playing the PS5 version. But I'm going to be counting it as my PS5 game. Because I already earned some of the trophies. Oh, I had 3 trophies in this. Who knew? Add to do list. Another one that I'm slightly concerned about because look at this. 46 to 58 hours. Can it be done? I mean, it's a good excuse to play the game. I've been dragging my heels on it, So I do want to play it. I'll have to definitely start that September time if I want to make it happen. So I guess we'll reassess the situation on the next check-in. Will I have started it? Who knows? So there we go. It's all the way down the bottom here. Oh, hang on, I'm missing something. Oh, hang on, I've got to put Severed in. Yeah, Severed, which is working on right now. The reason I've not popped this yet is because there's like a lot of, as I said, stuff to do. And it could be a good one to try and do the 2 plats in 1 minute if I do need a fallback game. Because, like one of the games I'm playing at the moment, Persona 3, I'm not sure. Oh, people are commenting. Let's see. Now I'm just doing a social check-in. This will be... Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you for your congrats. I appreciate you 3. Yeah, so there we go. Now if we go down to my to-do list. Yeah, 1, 2. Those are my last 4 Platinum Grand Slam games to make it to the end. That's everything to check in on right now. I've got the Grand Slam is ongoing. The 10,000, I'm literally at the halfway point. So I'm just going to keep trying to do the balance. Try and get some more quick grind trophies, not quick grind, but quick games in, little games where I can, like Cat Quest. I do really want to play Life is Strange, which again normally has quite an easy list, so that'll be coming out in October, so that'll be good. Try and doing the balance of playing as many games as I can, whilst also hitting up those big games like Red Dead and God of War. Am I gonna make it? What do you think? Am I gonna do it? Who has faith? Let me know in the comments below if I'm gonna fail both, pass both, or do one and not the other. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. But I think that's it for the check-in. I'm feeling mostly optimistic that it can still be done. You'll wait and see in the next one. I'm like, it's all falling apart. So I guess I should wrap this video up and get to earning. Or maybe I'll go out in the sun and get my free Greg's sausage roll. If there's still time. I mean, it is 1:30. It could be dicey. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support. And let me know what your goals are for the year. Do you have anything that you're trying to do? Are you trying to do the Grand Slam? Until the next one, good luck with your goals. I shall see you all then. Bye.